All right, good morning, everybody. Happy Sunday to everybody. Hopefully, everybody's having a good day so far. Give me just a few seconds here to fix some things up on the stream. Da, da, da. Hopefully, everybody's having a good day. I know we don't have a whole lot of people on. I know a lot of people probably at church this morning, but we're gonna do what we can here, and then at the end we will do a question and answer type deal here. Just give me a minute to get some things fixed up here um, with the chat here. Oop, wrong one. Oh boy. Hitting wrong buttons. See how I am? That's just how things go sometimes, right? Pop back over here. Give me 1 second here. Where was I at here? Hopefully you all are having a good morning. Good morning, Sample, Alt, Caleb's here. Hi, Nicole. I just saw your comment. You're heading out tomorrow too. That's actually pretty cool that you're going to be heading out tomorrow. This I have a feeling this storm system is going to be pretty potent. That's not gonna work. I'm not worried about it. All right, let's get into the video here. Sorry, I was trying to put a thumbnail on, but it wasn't working. All right, so good morning, everybody. Welcome in. Happy Sunday to everybody. We are going to be seeing a potential for some severe weather tomorrow. So a chase is looking extremely likely tomorrow for the PA storm trackers. Mama and Papa B will be out in the early part of the day. I think they're going to target over into Ohio and then down into West Virginia. And then I will be out as soon as I am done with work tomorrow, and I will be covering the Pennsylvania side of this. So I won't be live. They'll be live. I won't be, but I will get pictures for you guys if I see anything. So let's run through this real quick, and then we'll take a look at the models. I'm taking some time because the 12Z HRRR is loading in right now, so we're going to see what's going to happen with this. We have unblocks this here. Alt says, do you see an enhanced risk tomorrow? I do. I see it enhanced. If confidence continues to increase with this, I do see them putting out an enhanced risk for this area. I've actually already talked to a few chasers who are out in the plains that are on their way this way. So looks to be a good day. Like Nicole said, though, terrain is going to be a big issue along with cell phone service, road networks. They all suck. They all suck in this part of the country. They do. They really do. But we should be like the next guy I was going to say hi to. Hi, Bill Mill on the hill in Finleyville. Hi, Bill. Well, Bill's going to have to sit on his front porch because there will be a tornado that goes right past his house, as always. So maybe I'll have to make my way down to Finleyville. But good morning to everybody. We're happy to have everybody here this morning. R. Patterson said nadir risk is 2 to 5%. Yes, it is. So we'll get to that here in a second. So tomorrow's a day 2 risk. We have a pretty big slight risk area here from southwestern Pennsylvania into the western panhandle of Maryland. Pretty much both panhandles of West Virginia, down in almost central Virginia, over to southwestern Ohio and southern Ohio, or yes, southwestern Ohio pretty much, and then down into northeastern Kentucky with a marginal risk around that. So pretty much all of western Pennsylvania, 2/3 of Ohio, all of West Virginia, a little bit of Virginia, Maryland, most of Maryland, even over here in southeastern Indiana is at a marginal risk. So we'll have to keep an eye on that here. But obviously, as we go a little bit further in here, we'll read the synopsis here. But they're talking possible potential of supercells out of these storms with the change in the winds and temperature going up into the storm. So obviously, hail is going to be a big threat if any of these storms do stay discreet. So again, the hail threat pretty much extends that whole slight risk area. Again, here in the southwestern Pennsylvania, we're in the bullseye here. I could even put the counties on. Yep, we're home base here is in the bullseye for hail tomorrow and supercells. And then you go over into wind, same thing with the wind. The whole slight risk is all the wind. And then you go into the tornado potential. The tornado potential is a little bit smaller, obviously, than the slight risk. As we have a pretty large 2% here for most of southern Ohio, a good chunk of western Pennsylvania. That includes Pittsburgh, and then going down into West Virginia as well. But then you have a little 5% here. I had a lot of people over the last few days telling me that the tornado potential was going to be very low, that they wouldn't even issue it. There was tornadoes weren't even possible. And I told them, no, I've been looking at the ingredients, looking at the model runs, and I think tornado potential is pretty decent for this area. It's nothing spectacular, but a 5% will get the job done here for sure. That is a big helicopter flying over my house. Guess I better look and see what kind of helicopter that is. That's a big helicopter. Jesus. Whole house rattled when he flew over. Let's see here. It's a Sikorsky Blackhawk from PJ Helicopters. I knew it was a big one. It sounded like a big one. Pretty cool stuff. Anyway, so the 5% right here, pretty much extending the extreme southwest portion of Pennsylvania down through southeastern Ohio, pretty much right along the Ohio River. Now, you've never chased this area. You've never been in this area of the country. Along the Ohio River is nothing but trees and valleys and horrible road service and no phone service. No road networks, no phone service down in this area at all. And it does extend into West Virginia a little bit. US 33 that cuts across pretty much from Clarksburg, West Virginia, and Fairmont, West Virginia, the whole way over into Marietta, Ohio. So Parkersburg's down here. Go to the Parkersburg Overlook. That's a nice area down there. You could sit up on the overlook, watch the storms roll over Parkersburg. I've been up there a couple times for some storms. It's a pretty nice area up there. But I do believe the 5% could get the job done, especially if we could get any storms to stay discreet and supercellular, which is looking possible here. Again, the 5% includes Parkersburg, Wheeling, Morgantown, Athens, and Portsmouth, Ohio. The 2% includes Pittsburgh, Charleston, Huntington, Newark, and Lancaster, Ohio. While guidance has largely been consistent with synoptic scale pattern over the past several days, large spread exists in the degree of boundary layer heating on Monday afternoon of the surface cold front. So that's probably why they haven't put out a enhanced risk yet. They're probably still watching. There's probably still like a lot of probability. Example: the 0Z NSSL ARW and HRWFV3 are 10 to 15 degrees cooler with warm, moist sector surface temps compared to the 0Z HRRR and HRW ARW. So we'll take a look at those models here in just a few minutes because, like I said, the new HRRR run is running right now as we speak. So we'll take a look at that here in just a minute. The seeding discrepancy, along with low confidence and aggressive low-level moistening indicated by most guidance beneath the expansive EML, mitigates some categorical update this cycle. So obviously, again, they need to watch further runs for the potential of an increase to an enhanced risk. But when this run came out, I believe last night, last night, real late last night, this come out, stuff was still showing a little bit far apart, but we were still, almost 3 days out from this event. So, or 2 days out from this event, sorry. So we will, we'll watch and see if that gets upgraded to the next one, which should be this afternoon, 17:30 Z, so like a little after lunchtime. Overall expectation is for a ribbon of mid to upper 50s surface dew points, so a little bit of a cooler, a cold core setup type deal. And mid to upper 50s will get it done. It'll always get it done here if you get enough of everything else coming together. Far northeast is the upper Ohio River Valley. If robust boundary layer heating indeed occurs, this would support ML cap near 1,000 joules per kilogram. Again, not high, but enough to get stuff done. The initial presence of the EML may delay storm development along the front until mid-afternoon. So there you go. Bill Mill looking mid-afternoon tomorrow. So I don't know what time you work till. I work till 6, so hopefully it holds off till then. Or does it come into PA till after 6? I'm okay with that. The initial presence of the EML may delay storm development along we already heard guidance. Consensus suggests at least scattered thunderstorms should form central to upper Ohio Valley vicinity as mid-level height falls increase atop the modestly convergent surface front. So could be some supercells, but also with the there's going to be a line coming probably with it with the cold front because it's supposed to get cold again on Tuesday. They're talking more snow this week. Can't wait. Version of intense mid-level jet will support fast-moving convection along with effective bulk shear around 60 knots. So that's pretty good. That's why there's the tornado potential because of the the effective bulk shear being over 60 knots. That's pretty good. That's pretty good, especially for this area. Despite varying surface winds, low-level photograph curvature should be moderately enlarged. So that's good. A few supercells seem plausible in this setup, with a couple of which may become long-tracked. Where's my pen at here? Where's my epic pen? Where's my epic pen? Where's my epic pen? There it is. There's my epic pen. I love my epic pen. There's that big word they use. Long tracked. Long tracked. They don't see that word around here too often. In Pennsylvania and stuff, so. So we'll definitely have to watch for this potential for some long track supercells in this area. These appear most probable across southeast Ohio and northern West Virginia vicinity where tornado potential should be maximized during the early evening. I think that threat could shift a little bit north into Pennsylvania. That's just my feelings on this are looking at the model runs last night. The potential could shift up into Pennsylvania. So we'll have to look at the model runs here to see. Like I said, I haven't even looked at the new HRRR run yet, and it is currently coming out right now as we speak. If you guys are asking questions or anything, we'll get to that here in just a few minutes. We're going to run through the models, and then we'll go through questions for you guys. We'll kind of look at certain areas here. Otherwise, a mix of large hail and damaging winds will also are expected east of the higher trade in northern Maryland, northern Virginia, remnant. Steep level low laps may support isolated damaging gusts, marginal hail before convection wanes becomes increasingly elevated Monday night. So again, as the storms move further east into Maryland and northern Virginia, they will weaken. That's why the slight risk is where it is. That's why the tornado threat is where it is. Once you get further east in the southern Pennsylvania and southeastern Pennsylvania, and then, like I said, Maryland, northern Virginia, eastern West Virginia, storms will decrease as we get into nighttime. We lose that daytime heating. But definitely you want to be weather aware along the Ohio River, especially, like I said, Parkersburg, Marietta, up to Wheeling, Morgantown, even north of Charleston area. So, all right, so let's run into the models here as it is currently loading in. We have at least for tomorrow. Not quite all of tomorrow. Let's take a look at 19Z tomorrow. That should be enough. Oh my, okay, so take a look first here at the temperatures. This is 19Z tomorrow across this area. Like I said, this is still loading in. We're going to look at multiple model runs and see. But you have pretty much a good inflow of warm temperatures here coming up into the area tomorrow. It looks to be around the right around that target area. Looks to be in the mid 70s for temperatures. So, you got down here in Charleston, West Virginia, looking about, almost 80 degrees. So pretty warm air coming up in here. And then you look over in eastern PA, only in the low 60s. So you're getting that warm air coming up the west side of the mountains, which they always do. And that's why we have always a better tornado potential on the west side of the state. Now, here's the big issue with the dew points. You're not getting the dew points. This is still, let's go one more here. Here's 20Z. So you're not getting the dew points pulling real far north. You're getting mid to upper 50 dew points pretty much across the entire area here. As you go further southwest in the slight risk, which obviously you lose your tornado potential. That's when you start getting into some 60 dew points across central Kentucky. But maybe in the next couple runs. So we'll watch it. Like I said, this is still loading in. We'll see if this pulls north a little bit more in the next few hours. Let's go down here to the severe weather. So here's your lapse rates. Got some pretty good lapse rates over here in the east, but not a whole lot here in the west. You got your 7s. That's not bad. That'll get stuff done, but you're not going to get your very large tornadoes or anything. Your highest are going to be back here in the western Tennessee, which there's going to be no storms there at all. Surface-based Cape. So again, we're not going to have a whole lot of Cape. This is energy. You're not going to have a whole lot of energy in the area. Like I said, you're pretty much going to have, right around 1,000. Might get some 1,300 joule per kilogram across, that severe weather area. A little bit lower, obviously. But again, this is only 820Z. Let's go 21Z. So you're getting some energy trying to move ahead of these storms, but you get a little bit less. You need right around like 1,000 to get stuff done here. 800 will get it done, but the more the better. The more the better if you want storms. Then here's your lifted index. Not horrible. -5 for the most part. Maybe a couple -6 areas. -4, -3. So not horrible, but it will. We'll keep watching it here. Let's go 606 kilometer. So here's the bulk wind shear that they were talking about over the area. Definitely 50 to 60 knots. So that definitely is that's pretty good effective bulk shear for this area. That'll get some spin going up there for the storms. Then here's your storm relative helicity. Not great, but again, I think it's going to be more of a cold core setup than anything else. So we'll see here. And as we go over here to the supercell composite, again, we're not expecting big numbers that we would see out in the plains or down in Dixie Alley, but again, this is why it's going to be a cold core setup here. As we head into 22Z, which I think is when stuff will kind of get initiated. I think that's what these little cells here are. You'll see, we're going to look here at the reflectivity in just a minute, but I think these ones right here, let me see if I can draw a circle around them here. These two right here, those will be where the cells are forming. I would take a bet without even looking at the model run. So let's see here. And then again, same with the significant tornado parameters. A little bit higher up here in northern, up into like Armstrong, Indiana County, getting up towards Punxsutawney area, but I don't think it's going to be up there at all. So let's take a look at the reflectivity here and see there's some cells. So again, we got some cells. This one looks to be pretty long tracked right here. Bounce back a couple here. My mouse would work correctly for me here. So it looks right around like 20Z. Yeah, about 20Z they start firing in Ohio, as you can see here. And then they get pretty big right along the Ohio River. That's a pretty big cell right there. I bet you that one has a ton of hail with it. Oh, that's really contaminated. Hold on. Oh, my. Let's go a little bit further ahead of it here. Okay, there we go. So, yeah, they're looking maybe some golf ball size hail with some of these storms. Again, it's nothing going to be super crazy. Like I said, they've got 75-degree temperature with only a 54-degree dew point. 3 Cape's only 37, so that's not really that high. Surface Cape is only 871, so you're not seeing a whole lot of energy there. And then again, is your storm relative helicity only in the 100s. That's not super great. Let's see, where's our bulk shear at here? Yeah, you're looking, 50 to 60 effective bulk shear. So still got a little bit of spin up there, but you just have to watch. Yeah, definitely enlarged and curved. So definitely some spinning of the winds, but we'll have to keep an eye on that as that continues to move east here. Again, looks to be more of the Ohio threat. There's a little bit better of a looking hodograph there. Still kind of enlarged and curved hodograph. And you can see there's a tornado possible with it. A little bit better surface cape, 1300 for that. 3 Capes 45, so definitely doing right around about the same there. Effective bulk shear, a little bit lower, only into the 50s. And storm relative helicity is a little bit better, upper 100s to 200 range. So that would definitely support maybe a possible tornado in that one. This one's putting out baseball size hail, so we have to really watch that one. That one could be really interesting. So we'll have to see how that one forms out. But that's that southern one. That's going to be moving like closer towards the Parkersburg, West Virginia area. It has more of the bean shaped look to it here. And we'll run to the next one here. So again, it's showing that northern one becoming more long tracked with some updraft helicity with it. So again, tornadoes definitely could play possible with this one. Definitely an enlarged, curved hodograph. Your SIN's a little bit higher on this one, so not looking good. So this storm's definitely affecting the atmosphere. As that moves further east, those storms will begin to die off here. Here's that southern one. It's still trucking pretty good here, only 500 Cape, so definitely not. The energy is definitely going down the further east it gets out of that 5% tornado risk area. Definitely your helicity's up a little bit higher as you go a little east, but again, you start losing some of your bulk shear as well. So you definitely want to this storm will definitely not stay big for long. This other one might get its act going across northern West Virginia as it moves off to the end of the Panhandle, and then about 00Z they move off to the east and kind of start falling apart. So definitely northern West Virginia is definitely going to be, if you want to chase. I know it's not the greatest terrain out there. Road network sucks, phone service sucks, but that's going to be the area to be. I mean, it's not going to be anywhere else. Like I said, Southwest PA here, you can see a couple storms moving through, but other than that, as you move, just some rain. I mean, some of these are holding together actually quite well as they head across northern Virginia, but I think they're going to start really losing their oomph as they move further east towards D.C. and Baltimore, and then down into northern Virginia and the Delmarva. But I think the rest of Pennsylvania is not going to see anything, maybe just some rain showers. Yeah, if you want some severe weather, again, southwestern PA. I see Josh is on. He's going to yell at me saying, "You guys always have the weather. You guys always have the storms." Hey, Southwest PA's year. Can't help it. Sorry. Westmoreland County does have the most tornadoes in Pennsylvania, so in recorded history for a reason. That's just because of the mountains and stuff. I could see maybe this tornado potential extending a little bit north, but again, looking at these, I don't see anything like getting too far up into Pennsylvania. But yeah, definitely along the Ohio River from like Wheeling down through Parkersburg. Not quite to Huntington, or Huntington. It's down more this way, but Point Pleasant and Parkersburg and then up into Wheeling is definitely going to where those bean-shaped storms are going to be. So again, these are your supercells here. So let's take a look at the updraft helicity tracks here. Yeah, we'll do that one. That's the run max. Let's bump ahead a couple here. So again, it is pulling some of those elevated storms further east across northern West Virginia. So again, these are all your updraft helicities here. So this is where your storms causing the most updraft. This is definitely your better tornado potential right here as they move across West Virginia. So you can see around 23Z, they really take off, get going. And then that one actually does stay pretty strong the whole way. So that southern one is going to be a long tracked one the whole way across West Virginia, even just south of Washington, D.C. as it heads towards the Delmarva there. We got a couple little ones up here in Pennsylvania and then some ones down here in Kentucky, but I don't see those really doing a whole lot. So, but we shall see. Let's jump over here to the NAM3K and take a look what it's showing. So it's not even showing a whole lot with the updraft helicity, but that's 06Z, so it's still way behind on the NAM3K. We'll get the new one here in a little while. Let's take a look at the reflectivity here. It showed a little bit messier, but we'll bump back to 19Z here. So it's showing one cell. Yeah, one cell was moving across Central Virginia or West Virginia, but that over Charleston. That's about it, though. I mean, that's not showing. The NAM3K doesn't want to pop up with too many storms here. We got a couple little cells that do fire right around 23Z, so this one's way behind compared to the HRRR, because this is 03Z, so we're getting right around coming up on the midnight hour here. You know, this is like 10 o'clock. So you can see there's definitely some stuff firing across the eastern Panhandle, West Virginia, northern Virginia that could move a little further east here. Again, there's the supercell composite. We'll bump over here to the significant tornado parameter. So a little bit higher the tornado parameter. So we'll go into here. So again, here is the, we'll do this. Look at the reflectivity here. So here's 21Z when the stuff is supposed to fire over here on the Ohio River here. Runs through some of the model runs. The ARW showed some stuff over there. A lot of the HRW models are all putting something over there. And at that time, the NAM's putting that cell, you know, there's a cell right here in the HRRR, but this one's putting it further south. And then RRFS is like way behind. It's like not showing really much of anything. Let me jump over to the RRFS real quick here. So yeah, it's putting it way behind because here's the HRRR. You can see the storm's already like into eastern West Virginia, and then here's the RRFS. They're still coming through central Ohio. So if the RRFS stands true, which lately it has been, which has been weird, I don't know why, but Columbus, Ohio wants to be paying attention to this. And again, as it moves, at this point, it's starting to become pretty linear. These could be two separate supercells coming into around, you know, that's right around dark. You know, 8, 9 o'clock, they're moving through, so. And unfortunately, the RRFS doesn't have any soundings. Because why would it, you know? HV3 wants to put a nice supercell over there. So yeah, again, the models are kind of still all over the place with storm placement here. HRRR and HRWARW are showing, you know, pretty much the same location for the same cells there. So we'll have to watch and see what happens, but we shall see. It's still way early. Never know what could happen. And we'll jump back over to this and show you guys what the area that's the target here. Southwest PA, northern West Virginia, southeast Ohio, extreme northeast Kentucky, western Maryland, and extreme northern Virginia. But the tornado threat is a lot smaller. As you can see, it's a lot smaller. Even the 2% is not as big, quite big as the slight risk. But there is a 5%, pretty much along that Ohio River. Where this is pretty much picking up on that HRRR with those couple cells right along Parkersburg up to Wheeling, Morgantown, extreme southwestern Pennsylvania. Any of my Pennsylvania chaser friends who are going to be out chasing, don't go to Greene County. It is horrible down there. There is no phone service anywhere unless you go into Waynesburg. That's about it. That's about it. So, all right. We're done with the video right now. Let's ask questions. Guys, if you have any questions, ask them in the chat. We will answer them. Let me go back through. Hola, Jay. ¿Cómo estás? I know a lot of people were talking here and I missed it. Hi, Chad. Chad was here. Probably looking for a Dollar General. I might be stopping at one later today. What time is it? I got time. Okay. Howdy, Lisa. How are you? Hello, Roy. Hello, Paul. Spencer said Altoona's forecast to get it. Now it's saying it's going to miss us. Yeah, I think it's going to stay south of Altoona. I think it's going to stay south of Altoona. You might get in on the 2% tornado risk, but I don't think you guys are going to. I think it's going to stay south of you. I think you guys are too far. I think the Interstate 70 corridor that kind of runs like across Ohio. Ooh, that's a horrible line there. Ooh. I need a better pen here. So it runs pretty much across central Ohio, Pennsylvania, and it kind of dives down into Maryland like that. That's going to be anything along 70 and south is going to be the area to watch. So anyone can find Interstate 70 on the map. Anything along it and south will be your target area. Especially once you get into northern West Virginia, and then southeastern Ohio is going to be the target zone. Paul's in Glenville. I'm not sure where Glenville is. I don't know where Glenville is. Never know what could happen in Altoona this month. At the forecast, we were only going to get some rain, then a thunderstorm, then there was hail. I was driving in and it was actually flooded. Now, I've driven in some hail too. It could definitely cause some problems. You got to definitely be very careful on hail. It could act like it's ice, so your tires will get up on it and you'll just start fishtailing everywhere. Trust me, I know. I drove through hailstorm in Uniontown last year with golf ball size hail, and it completely covered the highway, and I was all over the place. Which again, this is the hail outlook. Hail is a big chance tomorrow. So we're not seeing anything big, but they said up the golf ball is definitely not out of the question tomorrow. So hi Weston, so asking about Tulsa, Oklahoma on Friday. None of the models go to Friday. I'm sorry, they do not go to Friday. No clue. I don't even know if anywhere I could find. See if I can maybe pull this up here. So this is one I use a lot. We'll show you this one too. This is the Colorado State University severe weather model run. A lot of people look at it just to kind of get a feel. So again, this is tomorrow. It's again saying that hail. Actually, saying the hail threat's a little further east tomorrow, but this is kind of giving a general guidance. 2% again, same area, same with the wind, same with the hail. So Friday, let's take a look at day 3 through 8. Friday has a potential for some severe weather across southern Michigan, southeastern Wisconsin, northwest Ohio, the whole way down into Tulsa, which I do know if I look at this. So we do have a day 5 and a day 6 out. Day 5 across southwestern Iowa, eastern Nebraska, northern Missouri. And then day 6 is going to be, I think, looking at this from southern Michigan the whole way down into central Texas, you're going to get a big line segment. So probably wind is there going to be your big thing. Maybe some embedded tornadoes, but mostly going to be wind on that's day 6. That's pretty far out. I mean, we were at a day 6 here in PA, or day 5 or day 6 here in PA with a slight risk. It's coming tomorrow, so we'll have to wait and see what happens. Josh asked about Montgomery. Yeah, I don't think much is going to happen in Montgomery. Maybe some rain, maybe a couple crashes of thunder, but that's pretty much going to be about it for up there. I don't see a whole lot going on. Is Dawn tracing on Friday, Abilene, Texas? Who's Dawn? I have no idea who Dawn is, Roy. Sherry says, I'm sure the weather will be good because I have to work. No, Sherry, it's going to be crazy, and there's going to be a lot of tornadoes because I work. And Mama and Papa B can go out and chase. I'll be out after work, though. Like, probably around 6-ish, I'll be out work. I'll be out of work, hopefully. I'll catch whatever's coming into PA at that point. Hi, Tud. You're welcome, Faith. Anytime. Yeah, we're happy to do this for you guys. Like I said, since this is affecting our home headquarters here in Southwest Pennsylvania, near Pittsburgh, I wanted to kind of break this down a little bit. Are you chasing on Friday, Abilene, Texas? No, we're not chasing Abilene, Texas on Friday. My chasecation doesn't start until April 24th, so I won't be in Texas till at least after April 24th. So we're from Pennsylvania, so a little far to get to Texas for one day. But chasecations are coming. Chasecations are coming. Yep. R. Patterson said Greene County is one of the poorest counties in the state. I don't know if it is the poorest. It's one of the poorest. I know that because Fayette's pretty poor too, the neighboring county. Fayette gets a lot of tornadoes. They've been getting a lot of tornadoes recently. That one just recently that hit over here started in Fayette County, in Acme, and then moved up through Westmoreland into Ligonier. While I was coming home from chasing out in Missouri, I was in Alabama for that one. I was in Alabama chasing that Dixie Alley high risk they had. Did you guys know that both high risks this year, there's only 2 high risks this year so far issued, and we were on both of them. The team was on both of them. Me and Davey were on the first one in Dixie Alley, and Mama and Papa B were on the one in the mid-Mississippi Delta. Which is I don't think the team has ever chased a high risk before. We've gotten 2 this year so far, so pretty crazy stuff. Pretty crazy stuff. Yeah, I'll let you know, Roy, but we're definitely not chasing Friday in Texas. Sorry, that's just too far for us to get to, and I don't have any time off work, so and we all have our chasecations coming up. My chasecation actually is in from Wednesday, which is the 16th. It'll be in a week. But 23rd is my last day of work. I'm going to try to get done early so I can start heading west, so I might be able to chase on the 24th for you guys. But I go the 24th through May 4th, so I'll be out 10 days chasing with Graham B. Graham B will be with me. So 24th through May 4th, and then I believe Mama and Papa B leave on the 16th or 17th, and they're gone till the 25th or something like that. So Mama and Papa B will be out for 10 days. I'll be out for 10 days with Graham B. And we'll be chasing wherever the weather is. So we could be, we could be up here in the Dakotas. We could be in Texas. We could be on the East Coast. Or we could be right smack in the middle. Illinois, Iowa, Indiana. I'd be okay with this middle one. I'd be okay with this one, or this one. Not this one. Not that one. I don't like unless it's on like the very East Coast. I can do like Eastern North Carolina, but that's about it. I heard there might be some uptick in the Southern Plains for the week we're out. So Roy, keep an eye open. Might be down your way when we go on our chasecation because it's supposed to be an uptick from like Missouri down through Kansas, Oklahoma, into Texas. I even heard some chatter. About this area. Eastern New Mexico. I questioned and said, Clovis? Camp Clovis? If you're a weather nerd, you know all about the Camp Clovis jokes. People are asking questions on my Facebook page. Oh, by the way, for anyone who follows our who is friends with me on Facebook, if anyone on here is friends with me on Facebook, I now have a professional page on Facebook. It's Storm Chaser Josh Brinker, just like it is on X. You guys are welcome to go follow me on there. That's going to be more, obviously, all weather there. Just trying to keep my personal page personal. So if you guys want to follow weather and you don't have X or AKA Twitter, you can go follow my Facebook page, Storm Chaser Josh Brinker. I shared it on the PA Storm Trackers Facebook page. You guys are welcome to go follow me there. I'm going to be posting weather updates there like I do on my X page. Keep those two weather. My Facebook page will be private. Oh, yeah, I guess today is Palm Sunday. Well, happy Palm Sunday, everyone. Have a blessed day. Have a blessed Palm Sunday. I got fire department training at 2 o'clock. Can't wait. Yay. Actually, I got to do taxes, too. That's going to be fun. That's what happens when you put it off. But I've been so busy with storm chasing and working and working and storm chasing and just other stuff going on. So I got to get my taxes done today. That's as soon as I'm done with this video, I'm going to start on them. It's going to take me a little bit because I have like a couple to do. So, but no, this is we'll pop back up here. That's the where'd it go? There it is. So out of the next 3 days, here's today again. Nothing really going on. Some general thunderstorms. Pretty big area, general thunderstorms. No hazards for possible. Less than 2% or 5% everywhere. Tomorrow, again, it's going to be the mid-Ohio to upper Ohio Valley. Into southwest PA, northern West Virginia, all the way into Hagerstown, Maryland, and back into Oakland, Maryland, Deep Creek Lake, that area. There I can go where I go and chase snow. I can go chase tornadoes, hopefully. But no, there's some big chasers, I guess, coming over for this event. So there's a couple chasers coming from out by Kansas City coming over here. So you follow them on X, I'm sure you know who I'm talking about. I think that's about it, guys. Any other questions? We can kind of look at more at a certain area if you want us to. If you're new in the chat, make sure you're subscribed. Make sure you hit that notification bell. Jump in the chat and say hi. Tell us where you're watching from. We like talking to all the new people. We like to welcome you in properly into the channel. And remember, Chasecations are coming, so make sure you. We got like literally a little over a week till me and Graham are heading out for 10 days. So I gotta finish getting the tick is back. By the way, everybody was asking about the tick. My Kia Tornado Interceptor Kia. It is back. It's running good now, so just got to get tires on it, and it's good to go. So I'm going to go up sometime this week and get that done. And then it'll be ready to go for Chasecation. So we're excited. Finally got it back. It's half working. The car's running good. The radio, they said they fixed, isn't working. So thanks to the dealership. They suck. Any other questions, comments, concerns? Anyone else want to talk about anything else while we're on here? I can look more at this event. Hi, Torcon. Welcome in from Southwest Missouri Boulevard. You're out in Ryan Scholl and Lucas Munslinger territory. Welcome in. Hopefully I'm out your way doing a little bit of chasing. Hopefully it's all in open fields. We never wanted to hit houses, but open fields is okay. But we'd love to get back out to Missouri and chase a little bit. Maybe down in Oklahoma and Texas. Like I said, a little over a week. I think 10 days. Today's Sunday, right? Yeah, 10 days. 10 days we'll be out chasing. We'll be leaving to go chasing. I can't wait. I'm excited. I can't wait. I'm ready to get back out there. I'm bored. Tomorrow's kind of like a warm-up event. I did see that, Todd. I did see on X about that. So hopefully it lasts into the evening, because I have training at 2:00, and I saw they were doing the event at 4. So I hope it lasts into the evening, that I can jump on Helicity and play. Maybe we'll get the group back together. Maybe we'll get the group on and we'll play. So I got the TIV now on Helicity, so I don't have to run from tornadoes no more. Oh my. Hi, Brett. How are you? Be active at 2100. Oh, perfect. I'll be on way before that. I'll be on like 17, 1800, something like that. 1900. It's funny seeing people talking about. I did see that Freedom Rocks. Yes, I did see that. I'm gonna be out there starting the 24th. I will be out in Tornado Alley. Hopefully, I'm ready to get back out. Even Brett's area. I'm ready to get back up to Iowa, man. I miss Iowa. I haven't been to Iowa in a while. I want to get up to Iowa. I miss Iowa. I miss the Texas Panhandle and eastern New Mexico. That's where I miss. The Dakotas, Iowa, and the Texas Panhandle. Oh, how about all the high plains? Texas Panhandle up to Colorado into Wyoming. Oh, that area is just blessed. That area is just blessed. I love that area out there so much. I can't wait to be out there. Like I said, I love Iowa. Obviously, I love Iowa. I love this area here. This area is just golden for tornadoes. Beautiful storms. Freedom Rocks is in Dixie Island, so sick of storms. I'm hoping that you guys get a break down there. No offense. I didn't mind chasing the Delta. I like the Delta. But I don't like the trees. You guys are kind of like how we are up here in Pennsylvania. It's just there's trees everywhere. At least you guys are kind of like more flat. You don't have as many like mountains as we do. We have mountains, but you guys have a lot of trees. And the road networks were horrible. I figured that out when we were in Alabama chasing that day. When we went on the Calera tornado, yeah, we learned that going them back roads. I'm like, oh my. But no, hopefully you guys get a break down there. I really am hoping. I mean, it's if it shifts to Tornado Alley, you guys will get a break. So that's good. And your season's almost, you're in April now, your season's almost over down there. So that's good. That's good news. You ever have to chase and have to go towards Waterloo, I know a couple of good places to eat. I will remember that, Brett. I know. Hopefully you'll be on with me when we go back up to Iowa. I went through Waterloo that one time. I got lost. I think I turned down the road and I had to get turned around and across like 3 sets of railroad tracks and oh, okay. I got you, Freedom Roxy. So that was Mama and Papa B that were down there for that one. That was Mama and Papa B when they were down there for that storm. I was not down there. I had to work. I was down there when Calera got hit, and then I was back down there when they had the high risk over in like Missouri, or no, it wasn't the high risk. What was it? That was no, it was moderate. Yeah, the high risk. I was kind of down in. My mouse will let me draw. I was kind of down in this area here for the high risk. We started over Meridian, Mississippi, and then we went over into Alabama, and we ended up on Calera, just south of Birmingham. The Calera tornado, that's what we were on. And then when I went out with Graham B recently, we chased... I took my cursor away here. We chased kind of this area here. That's when we met up with Lucas and them, and we ended up getting on the Tornado Warren Storm in Wallard. That funnel cloud I had in Wallard, that was me and Graham B, and we chased the Boot Hill, Missouri. We were in the Boot Hill, Missouri for that one. That wasn't a bad area over there. I like the Delta a lot. Wish I could chase over there more. Hi, Fred. How are you? Welcome in. We were just talking about the severe weather threat up here in our home neck of the woods. Southwestern PA, here's a tornado threat for tomorrow. There's KL. I'm hoping he's getting his rockets ready for the Meet the Chasers event. KL, I know you're coming. Oh, I wanted to tell you guys, it's big surprises. You have to be at the meet and greet to see these surprises. Unless somebody records it, posts it afterwards, we will not be doing it live. You have to be at the meet and greet. Hi, Willow. Welcome in. Brett says there's a threat for weather in your area, Josh. So that it's tomorrow, Brett. not today, it's tomorrow. Today actually is supposed to be like, actually the sun's finally coming out for the first time in like 5 days. It's been raining here like every day this week, and it's finally coming out. It's supposed to be near 60 today. I'm happy because I can do my training. Tomorrow, I'm back to work. I only have one day off this weekend. So Mom and Papa B they're off tomorrow. They will be out tomorrow, chasing this threat. Again, here's the tornado threat. There's a 5% along the Ohio River Valley up into extreme southwestern PA, which is like Fayette County, Greene County, and then over into West Virginia, Morgantown, Parkersburg, Wheeling. Those big cities are in this event. Oh my Lord. Hold on, guys. A dog wants to come in. What are you lying about? You're outside the cool. Stay out there in the cold. You're running upstairs to need somebody to wake up there, I betcha. Right, KLS? Yeah, no. So, yeah, there's no severe weather possible up there in Michigan. You have a chance to find a regular general thunderstorms today, but that's... Yeah, you have general thunderstorms for the whole state today. So, where's Mel at when I need her? Yeah, no hazards today. But tomorrow's the only day, the next few days, it's going to be hazards. So, like Chris said, New Martinsville as well will be in the threat as well tomorrow. So, definitely need to be paying attention down, especially along that Ohio River. And here's the HRRR run tomorrow at 21Z. Showing a couple supercells right along that river, each side of Parkersburg. So once I'm done with work tomorrow, I'm supposed to be done around 6 p.m. Eastern time. I will be out as well. I won't be live. Mama and Papa will have all the live stuff. They'll be live most of the day. I won't be out. I'll be out, but I won't be live. I will be out getting photos with my phone. Do you get bored with no severe weather to chase? I do, KLS. I do so much, but unfortunately, I have to work, so the boredom does go away a little pretty quick with working. I'm also a volunteer fireman, so I've been busy. Like I said, I have training today, so with some junior firemen, so I keep busy with that. But I'm so ready. 10 days. I'm packing my car. I'm packing the tick, which the tick is back. I got the tick back. It's out of the garage, so it's fixed and good to go for the trip. But I'm packing the tick. I'm putting Graham B in the car, and we're heading wherever there's storms in 10 days. So it looks like Texas, Oklahoma is our target. That's going to be where it looks like it's going to be pretty crazy down here in Texas and Oklahoma and Arkansas or southern Kansas and maybe into New Mexico. You never know. I'd like to chase New Mexico again. I don't know, Fred. We'll have to see what happens. I know they did mention today about, it says actually right in here, they were going to actually, they were going to upgrade it to a enhanced risk. But, model difference and, they're still kind of not sure what the atmosphere is going to do. They didn't want to put it out yet. But the new update comes out at 17:30Z, so that's in just a few hours. That will, they'll see if they put on an enhanced risk for tomorrow. Speaking of legends, there's a legend that just popped in the chat right there. How you doing, Chubbs? How you doing today? Hope you're enjoying your Palm Sunday. It's a nice day up here. It's hopefully going to warm up a little bit more. Chris says they get some flooding down along the Ohio River. Yeah. We had all that rain like last weekend. It was worrisome about the rivers flooding. Nothing like Kentucky though right now. The whole state's underwater. I feel so bad for them. I really do. Where's Marla? I feel bad for Marla. She's probably floating to the store. People are talking about chasing here tomorrow. Oh boy. Guess we'll see what who wants to chase in PA tomorrow. PA, West Virginia. There's some big chasers coming from the plains coming to chases because I think they're getting bored. It's been a quiet week. There's been no severe weather. They had that one that was down around like Tennessee and Western Kentucky, and it didn't do anything. People got bored, so they're bored. They want to chase something, and this looks like to be a pretty good chance for a supercell too. Which it does say right here in the comments for anyone who wasn't here at the beginning. Why is it not working? There it goes. Wording right there. Long track supercells tomorrow. So definitely, if you're along the Ohio River in southeast Ohio, West Virginia, up into the Panhandle, West Virginia, you want to be paying attention. Make sure you have ways to get warnings and be weather aware. Make sure you have a plan in place if something will go down. The storms could, if they get the right atmosphere kicked up just a little bit more, we could have a pretty decent tornado setup. Tornado potential is low right now, but it's still there. Same with wind, same with hail. Hail could be up to golf ball sized. It's going to be more of a cold core setup with the dew points being only in the 50s and the temperatures only into the low 70s, but still potential. There is still potential. I don't know what I'm clicking on here. But yeah, again, this is the HRRR. Now, don't fully rely just on the HRRR. It's been all over the freaking place. Actually, the new run's coming out right now, but it doesn't go out that far, I don't think. No, it does not go out that far. So we kind of have to rely on this one here. So again, there's a couple supercells that do form right along the Ohio River there. Well, just west of the Ohio River, and they cross the Ohio River, and they will become long tracked. This one here will go the whole way across West Virginia. According to this run, it goes the whole way across West Virginia into Virginia and near D.C. and then off the coast. And it goes on forever and ever and ever and ever and ever. So, yeah, we'll have to wait and see what happens. Could be interesting tomorrow. Again, make sure you are subscribed. Make sure you have that ring that notification bell. That way you get updates when we are live. Mom and Papa B will be out sometime tomorrow. They will be out chasing at some point. I don't know when. I don't know where, but they will be out chasing tomorrow in the Slight Risk. And then once I'm done at work around 6, hopefully sooner, I will be out as well. I will not be live, though, but I will be out. I will be out probably chasing local. Hopefully something happens up this way in Pennsylvania. I might drip down in like Morgantown. That's not that far. Half hour, 45 minutes. So if I can get to Morgantown and something rolls through Morgantown, like this one here, that's 21Z, so that's like 4 o'clock in the afternoon. So we'll have to see what happens. Any other questions, comments, concerns from anybody in the chat? This is the time to do it now before we end the live, because I got other things I got to get done today, and I got my training at 2 o'clock, and then gonna get the car ready to go for the Chasecation in 10 days. So it's my last full week of work until May. Coming up. Any other comments, questions? Remember the Chaser meet and greet's coming up too. Make sure you guys are getting everything ready for that. Hopefully to see you there, Chubbs. We have some big surprises we're working on. But you have to be at the event to see these surprises, so we're not able to I don't want to record it. Unless someone else records it, but I'm not doing it live. It's gonna be really you guys are gonna really like it. I promise. You're really gonna like it. So make sure you guys get to the meet and greet. July 12th, 2025 in TARS, T-A-R-S, Pennsylvania. We're still accepting chasers too. If you guys know of any chasers that would want to come, we are not able to get them all the stuff that the chasers who already confirmed, but you can still set up tables. Just have to reach out to us ASAP. Because I think tonight I'm going to start making a seating or a chart of where I'm putting everybody. I'm getting everybody into all the chasers into a group chat so I can let them know what's going on. You won't be bringing any rockets to launch me? I think that'd be fun. At least I won't be able to get lost in the woods because I know the area so well. Oh, thank you, Debbie. Yep. And she's ready to go. She's excited for Chasecation. 10 days. Like I said, 10 days we will be on our way. Right now, like I said, it's looking... I have this map looking like down in here right now is going to be the area that we're going to be. So we shall wait and see what happens. But we'll be anywhere the weather is. So if it's even like up north or down, even towards Florida, we'll be there. we'll be there because we don't want to miss some storms. Only 10 days out, so we're 10 days till we chase, and then we're out for 10 days. So we'll see what happens. Yay, Chubbs! I'm looking forward to it. I'm so looking forward to it. I think that'll be the biggest thing of the event will be Chubbs coming, the OG. Yeah, you get to come out and meet. Again, we have like Tim Marshall coming. We have Jade Poppenheim coming. Davey will be there. We have who else is coming? Bill Mill. Bill Mill will be there. KLS is coming to bring his rockets. We're gonna put KLS. I think I'm gonna put you, not to be mean, but put you back in the corner so you have room to set up and set your rockets off without affecting anybody else. So it doesn't like land on anybody or any of the chase vehicles or anything like that. But I mean the field's huge, so we'll put you where you can still interact with everybody, but you can still have your own space to do your thing. So we can do that. We'll do that. I'll put you somewhere. I'll figure that out. Like I said, I'm making the seating charts. If you guys know of any other chasers that would want to come, get on them. Get on them now. What else am I missing here? I have to make some more posts on there, but we have a couple other people coming. Still waiting on another group to come. The Westmoreland County Department of Public Safety is possibly coming. I'm waiting to officially hear back from them. They told me they have interest. They have to check their calendar. If they're free, they will be there. So they'll come explain, what our county that we live in here, or where the headquarters is, what their plan is if we get stuff like that, which we've had. I mean, Westmoreland County, if you guys come to the meet and greet, the county the meet and greet in has the most tornadoes in Pennsylvania in recorded history. So think of that. You'll get to see the area where the most tornadoes happen. Yeah, true. True chaos. I'm hoping I have my 4th of July parties usually around that time in the past few years, and the weather has been, out of all of them, the weather's been nice. I think all but like 2 or 3 of my last like 8 have rained. So like 5 to 6 of them have been really nice. Fingers crossed. If it's like the meet and greet we had last July in at the drive-in, the weather was perfect both days. So, and I'm hoping the weather's nice. We get some more chasers that show up last minute, and we can get them a table and they can set up too. So again, that chaser list that you guys see on social media is not that's not set in stone. That could change a lot. Chasers, could change, subject to change. So we could lose some, we could add some. You never know who will show up. I got a list on my phone of people I talked to who said if the weather is good, they will be there. So, and you definitely, if they show up, you don't want to miss it. There's some pretty big names in there. So, definitely don't want to miss that. But no, if you guys haven't no more questions about the upcoming severe weather threat, I'm going to bail off of here because I have to go get taxes done. Yay! Sucks being an adult, but I put them off to the last minute because I've been so busy, and then I'm like, oh yeah, I guess I got to get them done. So we shall see you tomorrow, goes. The new members, like I said, pay attention to social media. I do have a new Facebook account. It is Storm Chaser Josh Brinker. If you go follow me on there, it's my professional account. That's all weather. Go follow me. I will post updates on there and on my X page as well. The PA Storm Trackers page. They'll all be posted up. I'll be posted updates on all those pages about tomorrow's weather threat. If this does get upgraded to an enhanced risk, if the tornado threat or hail threat or wind threat all go up, we shall see. Tomorrow could change. It could go away. Who knows? But Mama and Papa B will be out tomorrow chasing. If this does stay the way it is or even gets upgraded, Mama and Papa B will be out some point tomorrow. They'll be live on the channel. And then once I'm done with work, I will head out. I will not be live. I will be out taking pictures on my phone. So, but I'll make sure you guys get some awesome pictures. They're probably going to cover like Ohio, West Virginia, and I'll cover Pennsylvania. So maybe northern West Virginia. I might get to Morgantown. We'll see. But thank you all so much for watching. If nobody else has any more questions, going to bail off for the day, get some stuff done. So y'all have a blessed Palm Sunday. We'll be seeing y'all real soon. Chasecation for me and Granby is 10 days away, and then we'll be out for 10 days. And remember to put that meet and greet in your calendars, July 12th. You want to be there. There's going to be some really cool surprises. Really cool surprises at the event. You want to be there. I promise you. It will not be recorded live. You want to be there. Promise. Working on something really cool. You guys will love it. All right, guys. You all have a blessed Sunday. We'll talk soon. And maybe we'll see you tomorrow. You never know. All right. Have a good night, everybody. See you later.